YouTube, what is up? It's time for some Talon Mid on the FF $20 replay review. The Talon, dude. The Talon. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Talon. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you hold up. Pretty fun champ for solo queue. Pretty good. Minions have spawned. Can be played like an absolute crazy person once he gets the Moby boots. He's one of the only champs that actually like really benefits from Moby boots. Like really fucking hard. You're doing those little quick trades right quick. I dig it. I dig it. You got level 2. Sitting purdy. You got a Master U. And you got an Ekko. I'm probably going to be building to... probably going to build Titanic first. Or, I'm sorry, not Titanic. I can't think. I can't think of the word. Tiamat, sorry. Obviously, missing Siege Wave sucks. You're putting good pressure on the lane. I dig that. He's trading in a lot of minions for some reason. We could always clean up our farm, but I'm sure you know that. You don't need to pay me money to tell you that. Top dies. There's no real roam opportunities here. We're slow pushing a pretty big wave in. And you're gonna make a roam upriver. Alright, let's see how this looks. You need to be assessing it as you're roaming upriver. You need to be thinking, what are my chances of actually getting this kill? You ping for help. He's gonna obviously stun you. Probably dash away. Yeah, that trade, we can like 9 times out of 10, we can know that we're never really going to be able to get this guy down. So this roam, all this really accomplishes is relieving our lane pressure. And we even lose the trade because it's Renekton. Renekton! So you can pretty much identify, and it's on you. Like, it'd be one thing if Maokai comes down and engages it, but he's stuck under turret. He can't really do anything for you at the moment. And he got cheesed early. But here, I mean, we know. You got to know when you're roaming what the fight's going to look like before you do it. Smarter move would have been to, instead of face tanking him like you did, would be to come forward and then just rake. Just throw your rake at him. Try to get him to dash forward. Because if you get him to dash forward and to actually engage you when you're level 4 and you have Ignite, then you can get his flash, most likely, because he's going to realize very quickly that he's going to lose. But if you just face tank him like you do, you're going to eat a stun, he's going to Q you, and then he's just going to do exactly what he did, which is dash through, and the trade goes his way. Watch how you play it. You don't just walk up and rake him and try to dance with him a little bit. You just face tank him. And as a result, you eat the stun to the face. He's going to auto, dash through, dash through. And then you get caught. So, we could have played that a lot better. And I think that roam was, when you go back in time, I hate being a hindsight hero, but like you have to know going upriver. The more that you play Talon, you have to know how the fights. You have a lot of time here. When you leave lane, when you start going upriver, you have a lot of time to plan this out. That's what that movement. This is like the going through the tunnel at the Super Bowl, dude. When you're like coming out, like, dun, 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 dun. You're coming up here. You're like, how's this fight gonna look? Am I going to beat his ass? Is he going to beat my ass? Is this trade even that good? Is it going to be that great? Is Maokai coming? What summoners does he have? What summoners does Maokai have? How many minions at the turret? How many minions do I have in mid? Is this guy following me? Like, all that stuff needs to be processed as you're going upriver. All of it. If you're not doing it, then your roam's shit. And then you'll make a roam like that, which is just pointless. As a result, we give up lane control, which means Ekko has a level lead over us now, which should not have happened, and it's just a bad roam. We can make a trade in our minions, and you do. Nice. Get some nice damage off. Nice, you got him. Sweet. I was gonna say, you might have to flash all in him if he's being stupid, but your all in was great. I would not feel too confident here, unless I get level 6. I don't know. I'm not going in on him, though. Okay, he never had to die to you. Just FYI. That's cool that it works, though. I guess he's pretty squishy, so I guess I'm wrong. Cool. I like being wrong. So now, just like that, you're back in the game, right? What's our goal here? We're going to be shoving the lane and roaming. But yeah, Yi could have just walked away, I'm pretty sure, and just meditated. So sweet, you're roaming around the map. This is what I like to see. A little quicker on the roam, preferably. So you like run up and ward first. Like, no, just go fucking go into the shroud a little faster. Every step that you waste is time that you could be using to get kills. So here, you could definitely consider, oh shit. So the Renekton roam comes. Why did we have our ult on cooldown or something? Why are we flashing instead of just ulting away? That's a mistake. And dude, not only that, watch how you play this. So your cooldowns. Ult comes up. Oh, he pink warded. My bad. Sorry. This is good. So far, hey, you've been on it here after that roam. Pink ward went down. That makes sense. Fuck, man. I guess you didn't have a choice. Flash was good. So Renekton's coming to fuck you up. And that's all good. At least Maokai gets space. Nice. Get all in. And you get his ult. You basically trade ults, which is okay. Your ult's on a pretty long cooldown. So that kind of stinks. No point in hitting the turret. Just back and reset here. You're not going to get much damage on the turret quite yet. And you don't have an ult to disengage. You don't have a flash to disengage. It's just, it'd be much better to just reset in this position. There you go. You figured it out. I like your roam with the Mobies. Oh, you don't have Mobies. I like your roam with the boots. I like your roam with the Talon. Ooh, buddy. Nice. You get his flash. Go back to farming. Yeah, go back to farming there. That's on you. If you get killed. Flash is plenty. You don't have ult or anything. Why are we going here? What are we doing? Just push the lane. No, this is silly. Let's go back to this point. Go push that next wave in. Remember, you have fucking Tiamat, dude. Go and shove lanes. Go shove lanes. Renekton was super low. He flashed. He's not going to go back to his turret. You got to tax him there. I don't care about my top laner being mad that I pushed. He's an idiot, right? He's already died 3 times his fucking Maokai top. He's useless. Push the lane. And get that to the turret, right? And then go back and get Mobies, run to bottom. Talon shit. That's Talon shit. Push this, back, Mobies, bot lane. Eat people. Get massive. Ekko's not hitting turrets. But instead you do this like derp shit where you like chase all the way down to the bottom for some reason. hoping to get a gimmick kill, when in reality we could have shoved the turret and got more done. Nice. This should be a dive for you. Hit turret, dive. You have the Kale ult to bail you out. I wouldn't dive with Yi there, though, so that's fine. I'm not fighting Yi without my Ignite, at least. That's your own fault, yeah. That's completely your fault. There's no point in taking that trade. That's just a silly trade. You have the Mobies. You're scared of Renekton, I understand. Shove the next wave, then roam. And don't run through mid. Run through the top side. Or run through this side. Never run through the mid. It's always warded. Run through here. Or run through here. Shove the lane first. And just go right along this line. Right along this edge. In. If you run through mid, you're 9 times out of 10 going to step on something. And then you're going to tell on yourself right away. And sure enough, you do. It pings them back. They run away. Thresh puts the lantern because he sees it coming. And then there you go. Over. Because you stepped on the ward. And you didn't push the lane in first. Push the lane, that's why you got Tiamat for, dog. Cool, you get his Ignite, he's a moron. Sweet. Just wave clear and chill. And you do just that. Maokai's running around, don't know why. You're scared to get near, I don't blame you. Now that Maokai shows up, push the lane in. Consider going top here, because your team's being monkeys and you don't really want this fight yet. I guess they're gonna take it. These guys just keep fighting shit that they don't have to fight, so I'm just confused. I was gonna say consider going top because there's nothing to do in mid, but then everyone just fights. There was like no reason for them to fight that. It just blows my mind. Cool. This game is weird. Ekko doesn't have ult, but he does have Ignite. You don't really necessarily know that, but you have to know that like you could get punked here if you're not careful. You do trade though. Or not. Oh shit, nice. Cool. I've been wrong like 10 times out of 10 on this replay. After the roams, it's been just an uphill battle for me to be a coach. It's been an uphill struggle. One thing that I don't think we're incorporating into our game enough yet, though, is the in-lane roam with the Mobies. Getting mid pushed in and then roaming out of vision, obviously. You keep doing this. You're telling on yourself too fast. Run here, run along the brush, then come down. You telling yourself here, if he has vision here, you telling yourself here as opposed to here. That's a distance. Distance is everything. This little space could be the difference between this square of space is the difference between these guys overstaying and these guys backing away and Thresh seeing it and throwing a lantern.
Red team double kill.
I don't think this game's a win. I could be wrong. That's a good double kill though. So you're pretty fed now. Oh, this is a win? I might turn this shit off then. Because I don't care about wins.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Wins don't have enough to me. Here's the in-lane roams that I wanted though. Are we sure this is a win? Because I will. I'll turn it off. And wait until we get a loss. Actually, you know what? I'll keep this one. I'll keep this one. And in the future, I'll just turn it off. Like, if people post wins, I'm just going to, like, DQ them. I'll just let this one stay. Because there was stuff that he could have done better anyways. Like, overplaying that. The bad roams. Not shoving the lanes fast enough. All this stuff is pretty good for learning anyways. We're getting pretty fed off of roams right now, though. It's a pretty good ult. Nice. Freelo. You get the engage, just barely live. While you're floating in situations like this, when you don't know what to do, either back. So like right here, okay? The fight breaks out, you get caught. You have to ult away. You have to ult away. When you're floating and you don't know what to do, it's almost always better to just shove a lane. And then you can run top and shove a lane with the Mobies than to float around here in mid. But you see how you're floating around. If you can be as heads up as that in the middle of these situations, it's so juicy.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team has slain the dragon.
It's the same thing with like Tryndamere. You know, you dive in, you get out. As soon as you get out, you can't really do anything anymore. So it's always better to just find a lane to push or something to farm while your team's fighting. You get condemned, but Zillion Bomb blows him up. That's a cool engage. I'll take it. Kale is huge. Your comp is actually great because you have Jinx for, or you have Zillion for Jinx. You have Kale for your dives. Kale's like split pushing bottom. Like this is money. Definitely go in. You were kind of hesitant there. It's like you didn't see Maokai coming. Maokai hits the flank and you're just kind of like, meh. Cool. You wait out the exhaust. That was going to be my next thing I was going to say. Again, when you're just floating, run to top or something. There's nothing you can do right now, right, dude? So let's just go run to top, shove this in. You got Mobies. Might as well get value out of them, right? Instead of floating here with no HP, You can go pressure a lane. Your team would be fine. You got Kale, you got Zillion, you got Maokai. Your team will be alright. So looking for Vayne. You're thinking about it. You like to not. That's all good. Why are we getting caught here? Why are we standing in front of turret here? What being in front of turret's gonna do for us? Kale has no ult. You're just being silly there. Let it hit the turret. There's no need to stand that close. You're just being cocky. Renekton's already showed you. Renekton's already showed you that he brings pink wards into shit. He's already done that once. So you know he'll do it. In the future, just stand behind. When the waves come in and you need to clear, it's one thing to be excited to clear. It's another thing to clear right here in front of the turret as opposed to just waiting right here. So at least if you get hooked, they're coming under turret to kill you, which is a lot better in my opinion. That was your ult. That was because you didn't have your ult, I mean. Nice. Now your ult's back up. You've leaked a lot of freebies here. You leaked one here in the front, and then the second one you jumped in and went crazy without your ult. You didn't really manage the top lane either. I think it would have been better to just go up there. Personally. It's kind of a messy game. Get level 14. Got good XP. I hate that top's not fallen at all yet. That's annoying to me. Same with top and bottom. Could have fallen a bunch in this game if someone had just moved up there right quick and cleared it, shoved it in. Maokai gets hooked. They just basically 5v5 dive here, and it's just so hideous. And Zillion ults you. I mean, your team played that phenomenally well, dude. Let this serve as a lesson, since this is a win, the rare win. Let this serve as a lesson, guys. I'm gonna talk real quick about the fucking tower rule right quick. Generally speaking, if you're diving a tower 5v5, you're wrong. If you're tower diving 4v4, you're wrong. 3v3, you're wrong. 2v2, you're wrong. 1v1, you're wrong. You're normally wrong. It's normal if it's even and you're just diving it, you're wrong most of the time, unless someone's like ridiculously fed or like a level advantage or something. Because like you got to factor in that the towers don't drop off of damage anymore when you switch aggro. And the other thing is, like, it's so easy for a team to hold reliably under a turret. No point in diving, like, ever. So this was basically just Tower Dive 101. Now, if any one of you fuckers were off to the side splitting, that dive would be clean as fuck. Tower rule. If we've got one, if we're one ahead, tower counts as one person in these situations. Late game scenario, basically, it's 6v5, in my opinion. 4v5 tower dive, with the offensive guys being the 5-man and the defenders being 4, then you can win it. You can still lose it, but you can win it more reliably. And then so on and so forth. It makes sense. It's obvious, but, you know, some people don't get this. And as a result, these guys dive. Everyone uses their ults relatively well. And then there you go, free low. Everyone's flashing like a bunch of monkeys. Cool. Now you all need to push like maniacs. In fact, I'd consider Baron here. Ooh, you're doing that thing. That Talon thing. Go and help with Baron. I hate that you didn't help with Baron. I hate that. I would be so mad at you for not going to Baron. Your damage and Kale's damage, like, I hate that you did that. I'm mad at you. That tower, do you think you're going to have a hard time? Listen, put it like this, dude. That tower has one sliver of HP. Do you honestly think that you're going to be unable to get that tower after you get Baron buff? Of course you're going to be able to get that tower. No point in chasing Vayne around. Go secure the Baron buff. Go secure it and then go top because you secured it and knock down that turret, then speed back with Baron. Now, you have Baron, you have this tower down, and then you're all leaving, and then you can just march down mid. This is a free tower that's going to fall like a fucking domino. Jinx could fart at that tower, and it falls. So yeah, I'd be salty.
Red team has slain Baron Nashor. Executed.
Executed. Vayne pushing bottom. I'm shoving mid in. No one's helping you, so I'm fine with your positioning so far. You're walking over vision. As soon as you walk over vision, you might as well turn back around. This path is long and stupid. This path is quicker. You see that, you walk backwards. You don't just walk all the way around. That's lazy, stupid pathing. No stupid pathing. Just kind of floating with your team in mid. Now we got a group marching in. I like how you backline right away. That's really good. Zillion didn't ult you that time, which was strange. But either way, they're fighting a Baron team 5v5. It's EU, so, you know. Everyone on my YouTube comments always says how good EU is, and I see the absolute downright dumbest shit on the EU server. 5v5 fight versus Baron team. Right in the middle. No turrets. They weren't wave clearing. Just right in the middle of the map. Like a fucking ARAM. But US is evidently the better server. Over NA, right? All my YouTube comments, every fucking time. If that was EU. Shit, man. I already made plat on EUS, playing with my subs and Boost Day Tuesdays. 120 ping. Made it in like 25, 30 games or something like that. Fucking EUS, dude. Cool. You guys win that fight. Kale should be... Okay, I don't mind this, actually. I don't mind her clearing. Clears that, then goes top. Baron buff still rolling. Sweet. I don't know why she back there and why she didn't just clear everything.
Turret has been destroyed.
Cool, let's focus on the Talon now. Looking for the pick. Doesn't find it. You walked over a ward. Make sure you're A-clicking into bushes. It's a good habit to get into. It'll make it so you never miss that type of shit. Zillion gives you that crispy level 16 hookup. Good engage. I'm sure it could be cleaner somehow, but overall it was decent. I like how you suicided with the Zillion buff on. That was great. And now you're just pretty much A-moving him. Cool. Okay. I think I've seen all I need to see here. You guys are pretty much steamrolling them every fight now. Let's go back to the beginning of this game. Overall, I think your laning is pretty solid. You didn't just take wild trades. And then I think your roaming needs a little work. Remember, calculate roams as you're roaming up. All this walking time is always very, very important. And then when you get like Mobies, definitely look for the in lane stuff sooner. And then lastly, it's the same problem that everyone seems to struggle with recently, and it's the I don't want to push lanes all the way in shit that we always harp on. And then an advanced thing that you can do is anytime that you've blown your ult and you've managed to escape, immediately turn right in and try to find minions to push. You will see that that's going to give you more XP, and then by the time that all your cooldowns are back up, you're going to be rocking with more health or more CS, more items, and your opponents are going to have to deal with the fact that you're pushing lanes, and that's going to make it more easy for you to find pickoffs in the jungles and shit. As far as wins goes, this is definitely a decent one. At least it wasn't you just like stomping because I wasn't paying attention. So I'll probably keep it for the channel. And the last thing, I mean, your CS is very low, but that's to be expected with a heavy roaming champ. Obviously, if we had ran off and did some more pushing with our Mobies, we would have that CS. We wouldn't have as much as, say, like Jinx or anything, but we would have a lot more to work with here. And Kale pretty much carried the fuck out of this game, from what I could see. Good ults all the way around. Same with your support Zillion. Good ults all the way around. Maokai sucked, but you can suck with Maokai if these guys are hitting the ults and you're assassinating backline. So what can you do? But I hope this stuff helps you. I hope you feel like you learned some shit. I know I was wrong about a lot of things in this one. Mainly like I didn't see pink wards and stuff like that. And sometimes I misread how fights would look. But overall, I think there's plenty of stuff that you can pick up from this. Main thing, though, is experiment more with the early, like as soon as you get Mobies, start doing the in-lane shit constant. Just run right in. Run right in and fuck shit up. And snowball fast. That's the best thing you can do with Talon. All right, I'm out. Peace. Crackers.